Whether you're here with your coffee, your dog, or just curious, you're in for a story. I have been wanting to share the story of how Charlie came to us for a while now. Um, if you've ever said no to something and it turned out to be like the best decision you've ever planned, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. So, my husband has always joked he wanted a Mastiff, not just any Mastiff, an English Mastiff. And of course, I've always said, absolutely not. That's just too big, too much, and it's honestly too massive. I wasn't looking for that. No, thank you. But last year, we lost two of our dogs. Our black lab, 14 years old, a blackjack, he died of old age, and Dixon, our shelter puppy, died of cancer. Oh my gosh. It shattered us. And for the very first time in years, Lucy Lou was it. We usually have three dogs in our home, you know. So with only just Lucy, it didn't feel right. Um, a few months later, I started looking for a new puppy because I got the itch. The house was too quiet with just Lucy and myself when the kids are at school. I started to look on the internet. You know, I wanted a golden retriever. Our old neighbor had one, and OMG, I fell in love with her. She was so sweet, so gentle, so perfect. That was my plan. I found a shelter listing for a golden puppy, and this shelter was also associated with a Mastiff breeder. Oh my God, of course. At the moment my husband heard this, he lit up like a Christmas tree. We're going to get a Mastiff, he said. I was like, we're just going to go look. Famous last word, you know. So, of course, one weekend we decided we're going to get in the minivan and we're just going to drive about an hour from our home. Um, you know, I walked in completely focused on a golden retriever when we got to the shelter, not paying attention at all. And then, holy cow, this enormous Mastiff stressed up to us like he owned the place. His name? Trump. His Charlie's dad. Even my husband was, oh my God. It was eye-opening as how big Trump was. The kids and I started to walk around looking at all the puppy while my husband is dumbstruck, standing there staring at Trump. Then, oh my gosh, I saw him in the back. Charlie. Back then, his name was Donald. He was 4 months old, already 35 to roughly about 40 pounds, and so full of life. Compared to his siblings, oh my goodness, he was so playful, bouncy, exploring. But what won us over, honestly, was when he sat down on my husband's lap, leaned backward, and looked up at us upside down, all goofy, his tongue sticking out, so sweet and freaking completely irresistible. I came for a golden retriever. My husband and I and our kids left with a Mastiff. Charlie came home to meet Lucy Lou, who has been the queen of the house for a few months. She was unimpressed, protective, still is. She's my shadow, and she's still learning to share me. Charlie, now 17-month-old, 185 pound, and still just as a big baby, goofy, clumsy, always trying to sit on people, always trying to dominate Lucy, who is not having it. Let me tell you, she is not having it. Training Charlie hasn't been easy. It's tested my patience. But it's also taught me grace. He taught me how to love, um, and how it finds you even when you're not looking. He completely won me over. Now he's my morning coffee buddy. He sits here on the porch, me, him, and Lucy, and the rising sun. You know, we just sit out here in the morning, doing our thing. From grief to our massive goofball, from hell no to wherever I go, he's right there with me by my side. Thanks for listening. And if you have a dog story, drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear about it. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to follow Charlie and Lucy's journey. And because, trust me, it's just beginning. You know, it's chaos, it's comedy, it's Charlie, it's Lucy, it's us.